We wait for the sun to descend, thinking the reward is the food on the plate. But the true feast is the discipline you built while the stomach was empty. Most people ignore this and rush to fill the void, turning a sacred moment into a mechanical act. 99% miss the last part, and if you do, you lose the spiritual harvest of your restraint. If you skip the end, you remain hungry even when full. Sacred hunger. You see, my friends, when we enter a season of reflection and fasting, we are not simply depriving the body of fuel, we are creating a space. In the rush of our daily lives, we are always full of noise, full of food, full of opinions. But a cup that is already full cannot receive anything new. The fast is the process of emptying the cup. It is a time when the physical hunger serves as a reminder of a deeper spiritual hunger. When you feel that emptiness in your center, do not run from it. Do not try to distract yourself from it. Sit with it. That emptiness is your capacity for growth. During this period of disciplined restraint, every hour that passes is a lesson in mastery. You are showing your mind that it does not have to be a slave to the impulses of the body. You are the master of the house, and the house must wait for your command. When the sun begins to set and the time to return to nourishment approaches, your state of mind is more important than the meal itself. If you approach the table with greed, you are undoing the work of the day. But if you approach it with awareness, the food becomes a form of medicine for both the body and the soul. We must understand that breaking a fast is an art form. It is the transition from the world of the unseen back into the world of the physical. The first things you take into your system after a day of stillness should be chosen with the utmost care. They should carry the energy of life, the essence of the earth, and the intention of peace. This is why the preparation of the meal is just as significant as the act of eating. The person who prepares the food with a calm heart and a focused mind is infusing that food with a vitality that no recipe can describe. In the tradition of those who seek internal balance, we know that what we call hunger is often just the mind looking for a way to escape the present moment. True hunger is quiet. It is a physical requirement, but the ego hunger is loud and demanding. By practicing this seasonal restraint, you learn to distinguish between the two. You learn that you can survive and even thrive on much less than you thought. This realization is the beginning of freedom. It is the moment you realize that your happiness is not dependent on external consumption. So, as we look toward the evening meal, let us not see it as a reward for our suffering. There is no suffering in discipline, there is only refinement. See the meal as a continuation of your practice. It is the final step in a day-long meditation. The way you handle the ingredients, the way you blend the spices, and the way you wait for the final moment, all of this is part of your cultivation. You are not just making a dish, you are preparing a vessel for the energy you need to continue your journey of awareness, shaping essence. When we begin the process of creating the kofta, we are working with the element of the earth. The meat or the base of the dish represents our physical structure. It is raw, it is unformed, and it requires work to become something refined. Just as we must train our muscles and our minds, we must work the ingredients. We grind them, we mix them, and we apply pressure. This pressure is necessary. Without it, the components would not hold together. They would fall apart when faced with the heat of the fire. Think about the spices you add to the base. Each spice carries a different frequency. Some are warm, some are cooling, some are sharp. When you mix them into the meat, you are creating a harmony of opposites. This is the same work we must do within ourselves. We have different parts of our character. Some are aggressive, some are soft, some are bitter. The goal of the spiritual path is not to remove these parts, but to blend them so perfectly that they create a unified whole. You are looking for the middle way, where no single flavor overwhelms the others. As you shape the kofta in your hands, feel the texture. Be present with the movement of your fingers. This is a tactile meditation. Many people cook while they are thinking about the future or worrying about the past. Their hands are moving, but their spirit is elsewhere. If you do this, the food will lack chi. It will be nutritionally present but energetically dead. By bringing your full awareness to the shaping of these spheres, you are transferring your calm into the food. You are making each one a physical manifestation of your focused intention. The sphere is a sacred shape. It has no beginning and no end. It represents the totality of the self. As you roll the mixture into these perfect rounds, imagine that you are smoothing out the rough edges of your own ego. You are bringing yourself into a state of completion. This is the beauty of the kitchen as a place of practice. You do not need a mountaintop or a temple to find your center. You can find it in the simple act of preparing a meal for those you love. Every kofta you shape is an opportunity to practice patience and precision. We must also remember that the base must be strong enough to hold a secret. This dish is special because it is not what it appears to be on the outside. It has a hidden heart. This mirrors the human condition. We have our outer shell, our body, our reputation, our social standing, but inside there is something more. There is a feeling of spirit, of wisdom, and of truth. If the outer shell is too weak, the secret is lost. If the outer shell is too hard, the secret can never be reached. We are looking for the perfect balance of strength and suppleness. Inner secret. Now we come to the chutney that will live inside the heart of the kofta. This is the most delicate part of the process. The chutney is made of fresh herbs, of sharp acids, and of subtle sweetness. It represents the inner life, the vibrant, green, living energy that we carry within us. While the outside of the dish is grounded and earthy, the inside is bright and ethereal. To place this liquid heart inside the solid exterior requires a high degree of skill and a very steady hand. It is a lesson in gentleness. The herbs we use, the coriander, the mint, are the breath of the earth. They are cooling and expansive. In the middle of a fast, when the internal fire can sometimes become too hot, these green elements provide a necessary balance. They clear the mind and refresh the spirit. When you blend these herbs into a chutney, you are capturing the essence of spring, the essence of growth. This is what we must protect within ourselves. We must keep our inner greenness alive, even when the outer world is harsh and dry. To encase the chutney within the meat without it leaking is a metaphor for the preservation of one's internal peace. The world will always try to pierce you. It will try to make your inner peace leak out into the chaos of the environment. But if you have cultivated your outer discipline correctly, your inner sanctuary remains intact. You can move through the fire of life without losing your sweetness. This is why this recipe is a special one. It teaches us that the most valuable things are often the ones that are hidden from the initial gaze. When someone takes a bite of this dish, they experience a sudden release of flavor. It is a surprise. It is a moment of satori, or sudden awakening. They expected one thing, but they received something much deeper. This is how we should strive to be as human beings. We should not wear all our virtues on our sleeves for everyone to see. We should be humble on the outside, but when someone truly encounters us, they should find a depth of wisdom and a freshness of spirit that they did not expect. The hidden chutney is the truth that rewards the seeker. This process cannot be rushed. If you try to fill the kofta too quickly, the walls will break. If you are too timid, you will not put enough inside. You must find the exact measure. This is the definition of right effort. It is the amount of energy required to complete the task, no more, no less. As you work with the chutney, keep your breath deep and even. Let your internal stillness guide your hands. You are creating a masterpiece of balance, a dish that nourishes the body while whispering a secret to the soul. Fire's grace. Once the forms are shaped and the secrets are hidden within, they must face the fire. In alchemy, the fire is the element of transformation. It is the tapas, or the heat of discipline, that turns the raw into the cooked, the lead into the gold. Without the fire, the kofta is just a collection of ingredients. With the fire, it becomes a unified dish. But fire is a dangerous servant. If it is too low, the food becomes soggy and loses its shape. If it is too high, the outside burns while the inside remains raw. This is exactly how we must approach our own challenges. We need a certain amount of heat in our lives to grow. We need the pressure of responsibilities, the heat of our training, and the friction of our interactions with others. This fire is what cooks our character, but we must be the masters of the flame. We must know how to regulate our own intensity. If you are too easy on yourself, you will never transform. If you are too hard, you will burn out before the work is done. You are looking for the golden glow. As you place the kofta into the heat, listen to the sound. The sizzle is the sound of the elements interacting. Watch the color change. The browning of the exterior is the creation of a protective crust. This crust is what seals in the juices and protects the delicate chutney inside. In our lives, we must develop a crust of resilience. This is not a wall that shuts people out, but a strength that keeps our internal energy from dissipating. It is the ability to stay composed and contained even when the environment is boiling. The transition from raw to cooked is a point of no return. Once the meat is seared, it has changed its nature. This is the goal of our seasonal reflection. We want to emerge from this time of fasting and prayer as different people. We don't want to just go back to our old habits. We want the fire of our discipline to have permanently changed our internal structure. We want to be cooked, meaning we are now useful, we are now nourishing, and we are now ready to serve others. A raw person is only thinking of themselves. A cooked person is a gift to the world. Be patient with the fire. Do not flip the kofta too soon. Let the heat do its work. In our modern world, we are obsessed with speed. We want everything instant, but quality takes time. Transformation takes time. You cannot rush the cooking of the soul any more than you can rush the cooking of this meal. If you try to force the process, you will end up with a mess. But if you trust the fire and watch with a vigilant eye, you will see the moment when the transformation is complete. The kofta will become light, buoyant, and ready. Ritual return. The sun has set. The shadows have lengthened. The world has grown quiet. Now comes the moment of the ritual return to nourishment. This is the moment many have been waiting for with a sense of desperation, but I ask you to approach it with a sense of reverence. Do not fall upon the food like a hungry animal. Instead, sit before your plate and take a moment of silence. Look at the koftay you have prepared. Acknowledge the journey they have taken, from the earth, through your hands, through the fire, and now to your table. When you take the first bite, do it with total awareness. Feel the texture of the outer shell, notice the warmth, and then, as you reach the center, experience the explosion of the chutney. This is a moment of pure presence. If you are talking, if you are looking at your phone, or if you are thinking about tomorrow, you are missing the miracle. The flavor is a message from the universe reminding you of the beauty of life. The sharpness of the herbs and the richness of the meat are a celebration of the duality of existence. Breaking a fast is a lesson in gratitude. When you have gone without, even a simple piece of bread tastes like a feast. This special dish, with its hidden heart, is a way to amplify that gratitude. It reminds us that life is full of hidden blessings if we only have the patience to look for them. The food is now becoming a part of you. It is being broken down and transformed into the energy that will power your thoughts, your movements, and your kindness for the next day. You are literally building yourself out of this meal. Eat slowly. The stomach is a small vessel, but the mind is a bottomless pit. If you follow the mind, you will overeat and feel heavy. If you follow the stomach, you will eat just enough to feel light and vibrant. This is the secret of longevity and clarity. The goal is not to be stuffed. The goal is to be satisfied. There is a great difference between the two. Satisfaction is a state of peace. Being stuffed is a state of stagnation. Choose peace. Let the nourishment settle into your cells like a soft rain on dry soil. This meal is also a communal act. Even if you are eating alone, you are eating with the memory of all those who have walked this path before you. You are part of a long lineage of seekers who have used the rhythm of the fast and the feast to refine their spirits. If you are with others, let the conversation be as nourishing as the food. Let there be no harsh words, no gossip, and no complaints. Let the table be a sacred circle where only truth and kindness are shared. This is how a simple recipe becomes a spiritual event. Living light. As the meal concludes, do not simply get up and move on to the next thing. Sit for a few minutes in the afterglow of the nourishment. Feel the energy beginning to circulate. This is the living light that you have taken in. The purpose of eating is not just to stay alive, it is to have the energy to fulfill your purpose. If you eat heavy, dead food, your purpose will be clouded. If you eat food prepared with the special intention we have discussed, your purpose will be clear. You will feel a sense of lightness and chi flowing through your meridians. We must carry the lessons of the kitchen into the rest of our lives. The way you shape the kofta is the way you should shape your day, with precision and focus. The way you protected the hidden chutney is the way you should protect your inner peace, with vigilance and grace. The way you respected the fire is the way you should respect the challenges of the world, with mastery and balance. The recipe is not just for the stomach, it is a blueprint for a disciplined and beautiful life. In this season of reflection, we are reminded that we are both the cook and the ingredients. We are being shaped, we are being filled, and we are being tested by the fire. If we accept the process with an open heart, we emerge as something special. We become people who carry a hidden sweetness within us, ready to be shared with anyone who encounters us. We become a source of nourishment for others, not just through the food we provide, but through the presence we bring to every interaction. The Chutney Bhare Koftay is a reminder that the best things in life are often found in the center. We spend so much time decorating the outside of our lives, our houses, our clothes, our bodies, but the real flavor is in the heart. If the heart is empty, the rest is just a shell. But if the heart is filled with the green energy of awareness and compassion, then even the simplest life becomes a gourmet experience. This is the truth that the fast is meant to teach us. So, as you go forward, keep your inner chutney fresh, keep your outer kofta strong, and never forget that the fire is your friend, helping you to become the most refined version of yourself. May your meals be a source of strength, your fasts be a source of wisdom, and your life be a source of light for all beings. You are the master of your kitchen, and you are the master of your soul. Walk the path with a smile, and let every bite be a prayer of gratitude. True nourishment is not found in the quantity of what we consume, but in the quality of our presence while we receive it. When we treat the act of eating as a sacred bridge between the earth and the spirit, we find a peace that surpasses all understanding. The discipline of the fast prepares the soil of the soul, and the mindful feast plants the seeds of vitality. Carry this clarity with you. Let it settle into your bones, and may you find that the greatest secret of all is the life force that flows through you in every single breath. Be honest, did this speak to you too? Which part of your life feels like it needs a hidden heart of sweetness right now?